Right, the other thing I needed for this is to turn the second sphere. I've made the template. I turned it using the octagon, and then I used this new method of chasing the radius around the sphere. It's just like taking until you get round. Hard to describe without doing a full video on it. But so I've got a 50mm sphere, which that will match. And I need this because to mark out the dodecahedron I need the poles and the equator. So, and then I can just transfer the measurements onto the other one because it will be exactly the same radius, diameter. So what I need to do is, I've got these down to 10mm so I can fit it in a college chuck, the ends. I'll just take that to my bench peg and back in a minute. So now that can go in a collet chuck for the next operation. So we're in the collet chuck. I've got a centre drill. Well, it's a centre drill, and I'm going to put a centre. I've centred it. And I start a hole with a centre drill. This is something I didn't show on any of my other sphere turning videos, I think. I've got a 0.8mm drill. And I want to go in until I'm in the sphere. And that will mark my pole, one pole. Now I'll flip it round. Do the same to the other side. Well, no, I'll turn the other side off. Oh no, I will drill because I need that hole. I'll do the same to the other side, and then I can turn the ends off at that point and put it between well, turn one end off and then saw the other end off, put it between cup centres and bring it into spherical. Right, those two little pole holes now come in useful because to centre this I've just got to get a point against one hole, turn it, and the other hole should come into the same you know, if it was twisted they'd be off. If they come to the same point, then you know that this is centred. You know it's centred that way, but you don't know it's centred that way. But so you also have to just measure in that approximately, and then measure in that. No, it's not a million miles off, is it? Oh, I'll just turn the wrong thing. A little bit this way. This is why I don't. People go on about you can't go wrong with this method, but you can. You can not be centred. That looks a lot more promising. I'm going to go with that. There's only a tiny little tiny bit to take off here. Yeah, no, hardly any goes. And of course we've still got our calipers set. and that's perfect. So I'm going to remark that. That's like a 0 latitude, line of 0 latitude, goes through both the poles. And the other thing we've got to do is return to our equator, and also just make sure it's centered and remark our equator. So there's a good sphere. I didn't sand it, it hardly needs it actually. You could just hand sand that, it's pretty good. So now to mark that out for the dodecahedron. Get this one spherical using the templates because it's not right yet, and then transfer the marks from this to that.